Hi, Sacred Souls. Welcome back to my channel. I genuinely hope that you are feeling fantastic and having an amazing and fulfilling Friday, okay? If you are new here, welcome to my channel. And if you are returning, if you are a Sacred Soul at this point, thank you for being here. Y'all, I am so excited for today's video because things have just been happening in my life and I've been having realizations and my creativity has been flowing, ideas have been flowing, and I'm just feeling so amazing. I'm feeling so rich. Um, I'm falling in love with me all over again, and it's a beautiful thing. And so today I just want to talk about how surrendering, releasing, trusting, detaching, how these things are foundational to manifest, to allow your desires to find you in the most feminine way. Let's talk about it. So, in this video, I'm going to give you a little bit of my story, what happened recently, how I was able to redirect a situation that could have been happening to me, changing it to happening for me so that I'm able to release, surrender. And now I'm just like, receiving all this goodness, okay? All right, y'all, so story time. Recently, I was having a conversation with someone very close to me, and I had to bring up to them something that I really didn't want to have to bring up to them. It was just a really uncomfortable conversation. Like, it was a conversation about money. And, when it's someone close to you, when it's someone you love, you never want to have those conversations, right? But it was a necessary conversation. And like previous parts of my being, what previous versions of myself would have just like swept it under the rug and allowed my feelings to just kind of fester inside and dissipate, and it would probably result in some gut health. That could be why I was having gut issues these past couple of weeks. Yeah, that could be why. But nevertheless, so I had to have this conversation with this person close to me about money. So, a little bit about the situation. I Someone came to me and they asked me for a loan, and without hesitation, without checking in with myself, I went ahead and lended them the money. Well, life happened, and while I'm sensitive to life happening, it's going on a year past the date that they were supposed to repay this rather large amount of money. um and so I just kind of had to bring up that fact to this person. After the conversation, it really left a bad taste in my mouth about that person. But after talking to one of my chosen family members, shout out to the COCE, okay? Let me just go ahead and plug my girl. Let me just go ahead and plug my girl. Y'all need to be watching, following, interacting with the teachings of the Mora Supreme, okay? Gyla Hagen, thank you, thank you, thank you. The best spiritual advisor, counselor. Like, I'm just so grateful to be in that space. Okay. Um, but yes, so I was telling them about it, and I and my sister, she came back to me and she was just like, she basically redirected the situation back to me because, as we know, all things go back to you. This is your reality. Take control, take accountability, take responsibility for the things that happen in your reality. If you are seeing something on the outside, it's because something has already gone on internally as a precursor, as a precedent of what you are physically seeing, because it's the internal first and then the external. As within, so without, and not the other way around. Okay. So she pointed it back to me and was like, did you give out of deficiency? Did you loan this money out of deficiency? Because if I lended if I loan the money if I loan the money out of deficiency, no wonder I'm receiving it back in deficiency. It's late, it's trickling in, and this past month they didn't even say anything about a loan repayment. And so I can't be mad at this person. Hell, I'm not even mad at myself. I'm actually smiling about it because after I realized all of these things, that it was me. I'm the reason that this is happening. I gave out of deficiency because, oh, and this is going to be a topic for another day, because people pleasing. That's the realization that I came to. I was a people pleaser through and through growing up. And so subconsciously, when I was asked to loan this family member the money, without hesitation, I did it. Without checking in with myself first, I did it. So here's what I could have done in that moment a year ago when I was asked to loan this person the money. Number one, never lend family members money. Number two, check in with yourself for decisions. Don't be afraid to take some time. Say, hey, I need a minute to think about this. Let me consider it. Okay? That's not saying no. That's not saying yes off rip. That's taking a moment to check in with self to see what is in your best interest and not in the best interest of the other person. Okay? That's number two. Number three, another thing that I could have done in that moment was, if I decided to go ahead and loan this person the money, I should have been clear about the place that I was lending the money from. So, subconsciously, what happens is if you don't consciously do something, subconsciously, there's space for things to creep in. Okay. So, if I'm not consciously putting my intention into something, saying, okay, I'm giving this person this not to receive anything back, not to receive acceptance or gratification, not to please someone, but I am doing this because I know that as I do it, listen, this is nothing. This money is already coming back to me 10, 20 times over. Okay? And that is the difference. Being in that space versus in a space of deficiency, in a space of lack. Because when you people please, that's lack, that's deficiency, that's a lack of self worth. When you're deficient, when you're making decisions out of deficiency, it's because you don't value yourself. So value yourself, okay? I think I got off on a tangent a little bit here, but it's a valuable tangent nevertheless. So I say all that to say I kind of went all around the world there with that story, but it's going back to surrender and detachment and releasing. I promise you. Okay. So I say all that to say this. Once I had that realization that it was me, I am the reason that this is showing up in my life in this moment, I was able to let go. I was able to trust because I've made it this far without that sum of money. Okay. And so instead of holding it over this person's head, instead of holding it against this person, instead of letting that voice in my head, the ego, the interference, the subconscious, instead of letting that voice say to me, oh, you could have been doing this with the money. You could have been buying this and investing in this and going to this place and having these experiences and everything else. I had to take a step back and remove myself, because you can't be victim and victor. You cannot actively win when you are steady, like telling the universe, I'm losing, I'm a victim. Okay. And so I had to surrender. I had to release and trust that this money is mine. And I know that it's mine because I know the value that I hold. And so that money is already in, and I'm excited, right? I'm excited about it. And this is how you get your manifestations. The feeling, it's the feeling. I feel rich. I feel rich, y'all. Like, I feel rich. I am rich. So allow yourself to let go, release whatever it is. You detach, you're able to just breathe, you're able to relax and rest in your femininity. When we attach to outcomes, when we attach to people, to things, to places, it slows things down in the physical. We're clinging so tightly to physical, tangible, illusionary things, and your soul can't evolve, it can't ascend being so attached to things that are not even truth. Tap into that feminine energy and watch how things just start coming. They're already coming. Watch how things just start coming to you faster and faster, bigger and better. Okay? I'm excited for you. I can't wait to see what you manifest. Thank you for being here with me today. That is all I have. I love you. I hope this was helpful. I'm so grateful for everyone that's showing up and that's been watching. Even if nobody's watching, I'm still so grateful. This has been beautiful. Um, I'm going to go have breakfast now. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.